Om Shri Sai Ram. Dear children, today I will be teaching mathematics for class 10th. Today's topic is real numbers part 1. In this chapter we have to cover the following subtopics: Euclid's division lemma, Euclid's division algorithm, the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, revisiting irrational numbers, rational numbers and their decimal expansions. In the 9th standard, we have studied about real numbers and their properties. Today, we are discussing about the properties of positive integers, namely Euclid's division lemma and Euclid's division algorithm. Now, in the Euclid's lemma, theorem 1.1 states that for any two given positive integer a and b, where a greater than b, when a is divided by b, there exists unique integer q and r such that a is equal to bq plus r, where r greater than or equal to 0 and lesser than b. This is nothing but dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This theorem was known before Euclid to our ancient civilization, but Euclid published this lemma in this book, famous book, that is the Elements. This lemma comes under the book number 7. Now, let us know what are algorithm. Algorithm is a series of well-defined steps which gives a procedure for solving a type of problem. Lemma is a proven statement used for proving another theorem. Now, here in this class we are using the division algorithm to find the HCF of any two positive integers. Now, this method is also used in the computer to calculate the HCF of any two integers. Let us know how to find the HCF of the given two integers. Now, let us take some problems. Let us find the HCF using the Euclid division algorithm. Now, the first problem is find HCF. Now, two problems are given. First problem is 117 and 45, and the second problem is 135 and 225. Now, let us by using the Euclid's algorithm, we have to find the HCF. HCF means highest common factor of 117 and 45. Let us find out the HCF now. First problem. Now, here out of these two numbers, 117 is the greater number. Now, we have to divide 117 by 45. Let us divide now. 45, you have to divide 117. Now, it will go 2 times 45 to the 90. You will get remainder 27. Now, using the Euclid division lemma, let us write the steps here. Steps. Now, we have to write according to the Euclid lemma, A is equal to BQ plus R. Here, first step, here A is the 117. 117 can be written as 45 into 2 plus R is the remainder. Remainder is 27 in this problem. Now, we have to continue this procedure until you get the remainder equal to 0. Now, next you have to take 45 as A now and 27 as B now. Now, it will go only one time, 27, 1 the 27. Now, subtract, you will get 18. Now, once again apply the division lemma. You can write it as 45 equal to 27 into 1 plus remainder is 18. For each step you have to see whether the remainder equal to 0 or not. If it is not 0, you have to continue the procedure once again. Now here remainder is not 0, then you have to once again divide. Now 18 you have to take the other divisor, 27 as the dividend. Now it will go only one times, 18 ones are 18, you will get the remainder 7. Now let us write the third step procedure. Here 27 equal to 18 into 1 plus remainder is 7 here, not 7, 9, remainder is the 9, remainder is 9 here. Now you have to check whether remainder is 0, no at all. So once again you have to proceed. Here 9 is there, here 18 is there. 9, how many times it will go? It will go 2 times, 18. Now remainder becomes 0. Now write the procedure here. 18 is equal to 9 into 2 plus remainder 0. Now our procedure stops when remainder becomes 0. You have to stop the procedure. Now what is the divisor? You have to see now. Here divisor is 9. Therefore HCF of the given, now you have to write the HCF now. HCF of given two number, one is 117, another number is 45. Now whichever the divisor was in the last step, that becomes the HCF. Therefore HCF becomes 9. Therefore the first problem, the HCF of 117 and 45 is equal to 9. Even the same procedure is used in the computers to calculate the HCF of any two integers. Now let us go to the second problem in this. Now let us find the HCF of two numbers. Given numbers are 135 and 225. Here 225 is greater than 135. So you have to take A as 225 and B as 135. Now let us divide by 135. 225 goes only one time. Write 135 here. Subtract now. 5 minus 5, 0. And 2, carry 1. 12 minus 3, you will get 90. Now here let us write the steps here. Using the algorithm, you have to write the steps. A is equal to BQ plus R. Here first step, here A is 225. 225 equal to B is nothing but the divisor, 135. Q is nothing but the quotient, we got 1 here, plus remainder is 90. Now you have to ask the question, is the remainder 0? No. Then once again you have to proceed now. Now here 90 becomes the divisor, 135 becomes the dividend. Now divide now, it will also go only one time. 91 is a 90, subtract, you will get 45. Now write the steps now. 135 equal to, here 90 into 1, 90 into 1, 90 is the divisor, 1 is the quotient, plus remainder is 45. Write the remainder here. Now ask the question yourself, is the remainder 0? No. Once again you have to proceed the division. Therefore here 45 becomes the divisor and 90 becomes the dividend. Now divide, how many times it will go? It will go 2 times. 45 2 times you will get 90. Now the remainder becomes 0. Therefore, our procedure stops here. Now write the third step. 90 equal to 45 into 2 plus remainder is 0. When remainder is 0, which was the divisor, that becomes the HCF. That implies HCF of 135 and 225 equal to 45. Now using all the algorithm, we can find the HCF of any given numbers now. Now let us solve some problems related to this HCF only. Now let us move to the second problem. Now second question is, the HCF of 65 and 117 is expressible in the form 65n minus 117, find the value of n. This question was given for the board exam last year. Now here HCF is given, therefore you have to find the HCF of these two numbers by using the algorithm. Now here two numbers are 65 and 117. Now take 65 as the divisor, 117 as the dividend. Now divide it. Here it will go one time, 65 1 the 65 1 the 65. Find the remainder, 7 minus 5 2. Then here 11 6 you have to subtract, you will get 52. Now remainder is not 0, so once again go on dividing 52. You have to divide 65. 52 1 the 52. Now subtract, you will get 13. Once again the remainder is not 0, so once again divide 52. 13 4 the 52. Now you will get the remainder 0. Here that implies 13 is the HCF. That implies 13 is the HCF of given number. HCF of given number 65 and 117 equal to 13. Now one relation is given. You have to use that relation now. HCF of number is expressible in the form of 65n minus 117. According to question ATQ, HCF is nothing but 13 equal to 65n minus 117. Now we have to find the n value. Therefore, bring 117 minus 117 from right side to left side. You will get 13 plus 117 equal to 65n, or 65n equal to, if you add both this, you will get 130. Write 130 here. Now you have to find the n value. Therefore, now you have to divide 130 by 65. Divide it. What is the answer? You will get 65 2 times. Therefore, n value is equal to 2 is the correct solution for the given problem. Third question, show that every positive even integer is of the form 2q and that every positive odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1 for some integer q. Now let us assume that let a be the any positive integer. Let a be any positive integer. And now we have to take b value as 2 because you should get 2 here and b is equal to 2. Now let us apply Euclid's division lemma. Now according to Euclid's division lemma, according to Euclid's division lemma, A is equal to BQ plus R. That implies A is equal to, we have taken B value as 2, therefore you will get 2Q plus R. Here one condition is there, R should be lesser than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0, but lesser than 2. Here B value is 2. That implies R may be equal to 0 or R is equal to 1. There are two possibilities are there. Therefore, A is equal to 2Q plus R. Case 1, when R is equal to 0, there are two possibilities are there, 0 or 1. We get A is equal to 2Q only. Now this is definitely 2 is the factor, therefore it is divisible by 2. It is divisible by 2. What it does mean? It is divisible by 2 means this it is a even number. That implies A is even number. Now second case is also there. Case 2. Now we have to take when R is equal to 1. Now A is equal to 2Q plus R. Here A is equal to 2Q plus R. Here R value is 1, therefore it becomes 1. Definitely the number may be even or odd, but it is not divisible by 2, therefore it should be odd number. It is not divisible by 2. The numbers which are not divisible by 2 is known as odd number. Therefore, that implies A is odd number. Therefore, the number is in the form of 2Q or 2Q plus 1. If it is in the form of 2Q, then it becomes a even number. If it is the form of 2Q plus 1, it will be in the form of a odd number. That is the solution for the third question. Fourth question, using Euclid's division lemma, show that the square of any positive integer is either of the form 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m. Let us find the solution now. Here let us assume that let a be any positive integer. Let a be any positive integer. Here we have to prove that it is in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. Therefore, you have to take b value as 3. A be any positive integer and b is equal to 3. Now, according to Euclid's division lemma, now we already know a is equal to bq plus r. Here b value is already given 3. Therefore, you will get a is equal to 3q plus r, where r is greater than or equal to 0 and lesser than. Here your divisor is 3. Therefore, it should be lesser than 3. That implies r may be equal to, first it may be 0, or it may be 1, or it may be 2 only. There are 3 cases are there, 0, 1, 2 r value. Now, let us take case number 1. Case 1, when r is equal to 0, then a value becomes a is equal to 3q. A becomes 3q. Now, it is given that you have to show that square of the number. Now, what will be the square of number? Therefore, a square becomes 3q whole square. You will get 3q whole square becomes 9q square. Now, I will write it as 3 into 3q square. Now, it can be written as 3 into m, because you have to show that it is in the form of 3m. Therefore, instead of, now you have to write the reason where m is equal to 3q square. Now, we will substitute instead of m 3q square. Therefore, you will get a square is equal to 3m. Therefore, it is in the form of 3m. Now, second case, when r is equal to 1, we will get a is equal to 3q plus 1. We will get now 3q plus 1. Now, we have to find the a square value. Therefore, a square is equal to 3q plus 1 whole square. Now, expand it using the a plus b whole square formula. You will get 9q square plus 2ab. You will get 2 into 3q into 1. You will get 6q plus 1 square means only 1 only. Now, you will get here common factor is 3 here. You will remove 3 outside. You will get 3q square plus 3 to the 6. 2q will get plus 1. Now, also you can write it as 3m plus 1, where you have to write the reason where m is equal to 3q square plus 2q. Therefore, you have shown that in the first case it will be in the form of 3m. In the second case it is in the form of 3m plus 1. Now, there is another case is also there. Let us prove the third one also now. Case 3. Now, case 3. Now, in this case, now we have taken when r is equal to 2. When r is equal to 2. We have taken r is equal to 2 here. Therefore, a becomes a is equal to 3q. Instead of r, you have taken as 2. Now, you have to find the square of this number. Therefore, a square becomes 3q plus 2 whole square. Now expand it using the a plus b whole square formula. You will get a square means here 9q square plus 2 into a into b. 2 into 3 6, 6 into 2 12, 12q you will get here plus 2 square means 4. Now we have to bifurcate here. 3 should be common, you have to take, therefore instead of 4 we will write it as 3 plus 1. Now the value does not change now, 3q square plus 12q plus 3 plus 1. Now among these 3 terms we will take the common factor now. Which is the common factor for this? Definitely it is 3 only. Take 3 outside, then you will get 3 3 is 9, 9q square plus 3, it will go 4 times, 4q plus 3 1 is 3, bracket close, write 1 as it is. Now it can be expressed in the form of 3m plus 1, where m equal to 3q square plus 4q plus 1. Hence we have proved that every positive integer, square of any positive integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. Fifth question, use Euclid's division lemma to show that the cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m or 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. We know that any positive integer is of the form 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Now let us take the first condition. When a is equal to 3q, we are taking a as equal to 3q. Then we want to find the cube of the positive integer. Therefore, a cube equal to 3q whole cube. Now if you cube it, 3 cube becomes 27. You can write it as 27q cube. Now we want to write in the form of 9m. Therefore, you have to take the common factor as 3 now. Now I will take the common factor 3. 3 9s is 27, then q cube write as it is. Now we can represent it as 3m. Condition is where m is equal to 9q cube. This is the first case we have proved now. Now let us go to the second case, that is when a is equal to 3q plus 1. Next condition is 3q plus 1. Now we have to find the value of a cube. A cube equals to 3q plus 1 whole cube. Now we have to expand it using the identity. We already know a plus b whole cube equal to a cube plus 3ab into a plus b plus b cube. Now we are using this identity. Now let us expand now. Then you will get a cube equal to, here 3q is there, if you cube it you will get 27 q cube, 27 q cube plus 3ab is there, write 3 here. Here a value is 3q and b value is 1, write as it is, and b cube, here a plus b is there, here a plus b value 3q plus 1, 3q plus 1 and b cube becomes 1 whole cube. Now let us simplify it. Now you will get 27 q cube plus 3 3 is 9, 9 into 3, 27 q square plus 3 3 is 9, 9 into 1, 9 only, 9q plus 1 cube is 1. Now here also you should get 9, you should get 9m, therefore remove the 3 as a common factor, you will get 3 9s, here also 9q square plus 3q plus 1, write as it is. Now it can be expressed as 3 now m plus 1. Now second also you have to prove that 9 only, so you have to remove the 3 common factor here, not 9 only, you have to remove the common factor. Now 9 3 is a, once again 9 3 is a, here 9 1s a, you will get q only plus 1. So we can represent in the form of 9m, therefore you can write it as 9m plus 1. The condition is where m equal to 3q square, 3q cube plus 3q square plus q. Now the second condition also we can write it as in the form of 9m plus 1. Now another condition is there, when last condition, third one, when a is equal to, another condition 3q plus 2 is there, another last condition 3q plus 2. Now we have to find a cube here, therefore a cube becomes 3q plus 2 whole cube. Now let us expand using the identity. The first term becomes 3 into 3 into 3, 27 q cube. Second 3ab, 3 into 3q into 2, then 3q plus 2 and plus 2 cube. You will get, let us simplify now, 27 q cube plus 3 3 is 9, 9 2 is 18, q square, 18 into 2, 36, 36 q will get, last term you will get 8. Here also you should get in the form of 9m plus 2, therefore you should remove the 9 as the common factor among these 3 only. Remove the common factor 9, you will get 9 3 is a, next 9 into 2, 18 you will get, therefore 9 2 is 18, q square plus 9 4 is you will get plus 8 as it is, right, as it is. Therefore it can be expressible in the form of 9m plus 8. Here condition you have to write where m value equal to 3 cube 3q cube plus 2q square plus 4q. So, all the cube of the positive integer is either of the form 9m or 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. All the three cases we have proved. Now, to understand the topic clearly, we have to solve the assignment given here. Take your assignment book and copy all the problems and work it without fail. Now, in this session, we have learnt about Euclid's lemma and Euclid's algorithm and how to find the HCF of any positive integer using Euclid's algorithm. Now, in the next class, we are going to learn how to find the HCF using the factorization method. Om Shri Sai Ram. Thank you all.